Oh yeah, as always, lovely views. Conditions have turned a bit again. You clag! I am soaking. Rain, yes. Clag, yes. Wind, not yet. But what we have got is a monster of a hill to climb. I'm heading up to Skiddaw. It's actually the highest Wainwright that I'm yet to climb. So we've done Scafell Pike, Scafell, Helvellyn, and then fourth on the list is Skiddaw. And as always, I'll be looking for somewhere to pitch a tent. This looks old. So you're probably not going to see that very well on GoPro, but what that is a steep, winding path that takes me up to the clouds. So anyone familiar with the footpath app that I use for navigating, when you see that the path is purple, you know you're in for a right leg burner. I'm not even that far up the hill, and it's already got me thinking I should have bought a lighter stake. Here, what a pitch. There we are, 10 minutes into the hike. Car park's over there, we've got a pitch. So I'm not normally a fan of rain at all, but this is quite refreshing, to be honest.
A few moments later.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's gone beyond refreshing now. Soaking wet through, and I didn't put my waterproof pants on either. I think we should be all right. I've got some down bottoms to change into once I get to camp. Wow, I can finally see something different. And by different, I mean a little fence and a gate. So it's 20 past 12. I've got to this gate now. We're about 1.8 miles in. You can go straight through the gate up onto Skiddaw, or for a bit of a buy one get one half price, go left and bag Skiddaw Little Man. Now after climbing that Jenkin hill, it's definitely worth bagging this Wainwright as well while I'm here. I feel like I'm just in a hamster wheel on this one. It's just the same 2 steps over and over again. The path's been the same, the views have pretty much been the same, but what I am noticing is a change in temperature. It's dropping pretty nippy now, so I might have to put on another layer soon. Well, that's got to be the summit of Skiddaw Little Man. Right, I'm at the summit of Skiddaw Little Man. Bit of windy metal, I'm not sure what that's come off. If you do know, let me know in comments. So that's the first Wainwright bagged of today. A little Brucey bonus really when you're bagging Skiddaw itself. So that's the next step. I'm not going to hang about here because it's freezing and that wind's coming. Just have to put my gloves on. It's starting to bite now. That wind chill. So I was just thinking then, this can't be Skiddaw where I'm at now. I've just got to another summit, but then I've just looked on my map. The place that I thought was Skiddaw Little Man was not Skiddaw Little Man. I'm not sure what it was. I'm now at Skiddaw Little Man. So same again, I'm not going to hang about. Let's get up to Skiddaw. When I got to that summit then, I was thinking there's no way that's Skiddaw. You can't be bagging 2 Wainwrights that easily. See, I'm not sure what that first one was. First little sign of snow on this trip, so you never know, there might be some at the top. Final little ascent now up to Skiddaw. Wow, not an easy one. A little bit more snow as well. I can see why Dave, the solo summiteer, opted to do a bivvy camp up here instead, because it just doesn't look like there's that many places to pitch a tent. And with the visibility being so poor, it's hard to scope out any areas for any flat grass patches. Trig point, double whammy on the trig points. Well, I guess this is the official trig point. Bag that, have a bit of that. So Blencafra. Oh yeah, I can see it, look. I'll spin you around here, Helvellyn, look. Oh yeah, just there, look. Oh yeah, as always, lovely views. You clag! What is that? That, my friend, is blue skies on the summit of Skiddaw. Yeah, not a bad little summit that, I like it. Great facilities. Wish I could see something though, but it is what it is. So I'm heading back down off the summit of Skiddaw towards Skiddaw Little Man, and then I'm going to look for somewhere to pitch this tent. Conditions have turned a bit again. Plenty of rain, a bit windy as well. Right, I need to make a decision on where I'm going to pitch now. Right, I finally decided where I'm going to pitch my tent for the night. I'm back on the summit of Skiddaw Little Man. I'm right next to the path, but there's only an hour left of daylight, so I can't see many people passing by at this time. And if they are, they're only going to be on their way home anyway. Let's get that tent up. Not gonna lie, I am soaking, man. I definitely should have put my waterproof pants on. It's worth putting your poles together before you get your actual tent out. Less chance of it blowing away then. So I've got a mixture of 3 different pegs. I've got the standard Hilleberg pegs, I've got these deltas, and then the 9 inches. I'm going to get the deltas in where I can on the guy lines, and then for the areas that are a little bit too rocky, I'm going to hammer these 9 inches in. Right, we're all pitched up on the summit of Skiddaw Little Man. Summit cairn there. Right, I need to get in this tent rapid and get out of all this wet gear. I am soaking. Right, so I'm fully in down gear, down jacket, down pants, down booties, and I've just got some down mitts to put on as well. It is freezing. I've got a quick sign at a scran, show you it. BLT, damaged in transit a little bit, but it'll be right. I'm going to get a warm brew on and just chill out. Well, these down mitts are starting to work, slowly warming my hands up. I'm already getting nice and warm with this nice new down jacket that I've got on. So I'm just going to lug in bag for an hour and chill out till I get nice and warm. Maybe get a brew on. You know how it goes. Time for a brew, I reckon. So I've got quite a few stuff to drink. I've got some tea bags in there with some coffee mate. I've got some hot chocolate sachets. They're pretty nice. But I think I'm going to have sticky toffee pudding latte. Beautiful, that. Really nice. Remember, if you're using your stove in your tent, plenty ventilation. I've got this door sort of half open, hanging down. You might be able to see it in camera a bit. Yeah, there. And make sure your stove is obviously nice and stable. Oh, you can't beat that first warm brew when you've set up camp and you've hunkered down for the night. Cheers. So I've just nipped out to use little man's room. Little tip, if you've got your dry socks on or your down socks or whatever on, like I have, get yourself a bread bag or a little carrier bag just to put your feet into, so you don't have to change out your socks, and then you just keep your feet dry. Then I might as well address the elephant in the room. I've got some new boots, some Scarpa. Now, as much as I love my Solomon Quest 4s, which have been my winter boot of choice, I bought these Scarpas because I needed a boot that is compatible with crampons. So these are a B2 boot, so I can do some proper winter camps in the snow, and I've actually now got some boots that allow me to put crampons on the bottom, which I've also bought as well. Unfortunately, I've not needed them tonight, so they're in my car. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed with them. They are really stiff though, but I suppose they need to be for them to be crampon compatible. It's just the sole, it has no flex in them. But they just take a bit of getting used to. And I've done about 6 miles or so in them today. No issues, they seem to fit pretty well. I did size up though, I went for a 10.5 and I'm usually a 10. So it's worth bearing in mind that, because they've got quite a narrow fit. Right then, so for scran tonight, it's steak sandwiches again. But I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. Right, so my steak's all shredded up. And when I say shredded up, I just mean I butchered at it for about 10 minutes. with the world's bluntest knife. Now I'm just going to add some seasoning and some salt and pepper. Oh, shizer. Did you see that? Did you see that? Not great, that. I suppose I'll just have to mix it all in. That was a lot of seasoning on one piece. A sprinkle of salt and pepper. That'll do. Right, I've got a couple of peppers. Red pepper, green pepper, and an onion. A very small onion, but it'll do. Right, so I'm all prepped. I've got some shredded / butchered steak. And I've got green peppers, red peppers, and onions. And to go with that, we've got some Taste the Difference handcrafted half-gear batters. Ready to bake. They're not getting baked. I don't have an oven with me. Well, I'm glad it tastes better than it looks, because that is next level. On point. Now, I know that we're far from the healthiest meal, but I've been eating healthy all week. You know what it's like, New Year and all that. So that was my little treat. Instead of having a takeaway, I'm having a nice fillet steak cheese sandwich. Lovely. And I did save enough steak and enough peppers for another one, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm pretty full. Hey, we'll have none of this. I've had enough wind for 1 year from last episode. Wow! Hoping for a nice calm night. Right, people, not a great lot going on. That wind started for some reason just as I'm about to try and go to sleep. I've just been chilling out on phone, watching a few bits and doing a little bit of editing and that. But I'm going to call it a night now, so I'll see you in the morning. Peace out, in a bit. Hey up. Morning. Turn you round here. Isn't that a rarity? Well, morning people. I'm more or less all packed away inside the tent now. I've just got to knock it down and pack it away in my bag. I didn't have a bad sleep. These clouds are on a mission behind me, moving about. My sleep wasn't bad, it just took a while to drop off because as soon as I started trying to go to sleep, that wind started. And it wasn't nothing heavy, but it was just enough to get the solo rattling about. Anyway, it's really cold this morning, so I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to get this tent packed away. Right, there we have it, leave no trace, as always. Where did that sun go? It was looking lovely while I was putting the tent away. Nice clouds wisping about and that. It's time to get moving. So I'm at that gate that I got to yesterday when I turned left and went up to Skiddaw Little Man. Now, I've just been looking on the map and there's actually another Wainwright that I can bag for the sake of 2 miles maximum. Maybe even less. Lonscale Fell is that way. So I'm gonna pop up there, bag that while I'm here. Why not? It's quite boggy though on this track, which isn't ideal. So I've just found in my hip belt on my rucksack an old Battle Bites brownie, chocolate peanut caramel flavour protein bar. So I guess that's my breakfast for today. Been so much rain lately, so it's proper swamped out. Gonna have to take a wide berth on this one. Might be able to get across here actually. Oh. I reckon it'll just hold my weight, that. Yep, oh, it's springy. Right, so we're here at the summit of Lonscale Fell. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. Could have a festival up here though. A lot of flat grassy ground. That fog is well and truly back. So you might be able to work out the loop we've done. Yesterday we came up there because you see that little thing sticking up? That's that little gravestone where I said, that looks old. This looks old. Or whatever I said, something like that. And then we walked up there. So instead of coming straight down Skiddaw, down that steep bit, we've gone up to the top of here, bagged that wainwright, and then sort of done a zigzag back on herself. Now I'm guessing we're going to run along that lower path there. And the car park is somewhere over there. Yeah, there. Right guys, so I'm back at the car. However, I've just noticed there's another wainwright pretty close to this car park. So while I'm here, I'm going to bag it. It's called Latrig. I'll see you up there. So this will actually be the first wainwright that I've bagged without carrying my camping gear. And what a treat. Steady walk, light on my feet, happy days. And I still went wrong. Went a wrong bloody path. So I've just made this a lot harder than it needs to be. Yeah, we're flying in wrong direction. So I'm having to cut across the field. Hopefully there's no fence at the top of here. Oh, there it is. Right, I'm at the summit of Latrig. Can't believe I went wrong way then. Such a simple wainwright as well. So it must have took me 15 minutes to get up here. So I'd have been really disappointed if I'd have not noticed that when I've been so close to it. So I'm nearly back at the car now and the time is 10 to 12. So I've decided I'm going to stay another night tonight. So make sure you tune back in. Weekly videos every Monday, 7 PM.
Thank you for watching.